How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Wolves European Dream here on Football Manager 2019. Hope you guys are all doing very, very well. Today, we move in to October of the season where we're trying to retain our Premier League, but we've started off very, very poorly. If you've not caught the first two episodes of this season, go back and check them out. But today we're going to be having our roundup of fixtures. We've got a game against Leeds United in the league, and we're also going to be playing up against Real Madrid in the Champions League as well. So, let's see how we've been getting on. Have we improved our form? And hopefully we can grab another 2 wins today. So, since the last time we met, we didn't start back off very well. We lost out to Cardiff, 2-0 in the Premier League. Seri scoring a penalty just after half-time, and Ingerson wrapping the game up for Cardiff. A disappointing defeat. We stuck with a 4-4-2 as well, and a horrible defeat for us. Losing out to a team that, to be honest, I would class as a struggler, and it's a disappointing game. We then got knocked out of the EFL Cup. We lost out to Brighton, who beat us at the start of the season as well. They beat us 3-1. Martin Montoya gave them the lead in the first half. In the second half, it was a mistake by Dunk, I think it was, or Duffy. Allowed Diogo Jota to score an equaliser, but then Anthony Knockaert and Steve Mooney scoring the 2 goals to wrap the game up for Brighton and give us our first defeat. Well, a defeat in the EFL Cup, and obviously our first and only defeat in that competition to knock us out. We did get a point back though. We drew to Arsenal 2 goals each. We went to the 5 at the back formation again, and we're actually 2-0 up by the 7th minute. I thought, get in there. It looks like we're going to finally get a win, and against a big team and a bogey team in Arsenal. We just had 5 shots all game. We know the 5 at the back tactic gives us less opportunities, but it's normally pretty clinical. But Neves then got sent off just after half time, and we always knew it was going to be an uphill battle from there. Reece Nelson scored 2 goals in 2 minutes in the 80th and 82nd minute respectively, to give Arsenal a point and a kick in the teeth for us. Got back to winning ways in the Champions League though. We beat Spartak Moscow 3-0. Luka Jovic scoring 2 goals and Ruben Neves scoring another goal in what was a comfortable victory over in Moscow. And then in the most recent game, we actually lost again, 4-3. 5 at the back against Tottenham away at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Harry Kane did give them the lead. We then got level with Luka Jovic. Then they regained the lead with Ziyech. We then levelled again with Jota. And then Davinson Sanchez scored 2 goals in the last 10 minutes before Malcolm grabbed another goal, which was only a consolation for us. So 4-3 was the final score. So things are still not looking great, are they? We're going to the competitions and we're still 1 from bottom at the moment. We've just Serge Gnabry and Luka Jovic with 3 goals each in the first 9 games. We're top of our Champions League group, which is obviously great, but knocked out in the EFL Cup, which isn't great. So the board are still very pleased at the moment with us. But, you know, if we're not going to start picking up results, the players are going to go against us. Form's going to go out the window. We've given them a team meeting before today just to up the morale and stuff a little bit. But a game against Leeds United today. They've not drawn a game yet this season. They've got 4 wins. They've already beaten Arsenal this season. 5 defeats, all against sort of smaller teams. We've really got to take advantage of this. Just get out of this bottom 3 mess and build from there. So here are the teams for the game today at Molineux. I've actually thought to myself, you know, we played with the 4-4-2 last season and it worked so well. And I've brought all these players in, but why is it working? Is it because of the players or is it because of the tactics? So what I'm going to try and do is go for the tactic, but more or less go for a team that was ever present last season. So Patricio will start in goal. Back 4 as normal was Reguilon, Declan Rice, Willy Bolly and Babu. We brought Vinagre in because Gnabry's slightly injured. Andre Gomez and João Moutinho back in the middle with Adama on the right. And Origi's injured, so Jota will start up front with Jimenez. I'm hoping that will work. Leeds starting a 4-1-2-3. Mayoral up top with Castillejo and Ivan on the wings. Leitner will sit in the middle with Danny Drinkwater. And Gagliardini at defensive midfield. Kazawa, Janssen, Cody, Badu and Dai at the back with Casilla in goal for Leeds. Throwing here for Reguilon, we're just under 13 minutes gone. Andre Gomez will try and whip it in. It's blocked and Vinagre is first to it. Vinagre now will play in Jota again. Wants to see if we can get him more first team opportunities. It's been quite limited game time for Diogo throughout the whole series, really, hasn't it? I remember last year on Football Manager, we sort of changed him into a left midfielder, really, because we were bringing in all these fantastic wonderkid forwards. And he was one of our key players at left midfield. Ball forward here by Patricio towards Jimenez, who will knock it on here for Adama. And we know what his pace is like. Adama Traore whips it in, a decent speed. Cody heads it away only as far as Andre Gomez. He'll play in Vinagre here. He'll try and run in, and on his left foot he scores. And Ruben Vinagre's first goal of the season. And as it stands, we're just outside the relegation zone. We are staying up. Only 10 games gone, but a big goal that. Andre Gomez did well. Vinagre was hungry. He always knew he wanted to go for goal. And he got there in the end. Smashes it across Casilla and into the back of the net. Dye with the free kick into Drinkwater. And Ivan with the ball to Castillejo. And Babu heads away on his side with Martinho. And back to Adama again. He'll run forward here and stretch his legs. Adama Traore. Back to Raul Jimenez. Jimenez into Andre Gomez. It's a little bit loose. And now Ivan can break here for Leeds. Great challenge from Declan Rice. The forward, Mayoral, will pick it up and find Danny Drinkwater into Leitner. And it's loose again. It'll find Adama this time. And Adama will play it forward towards Diogo Jota. It's a little bit wide. So we'll cross it in towards Adama again, who wins a header. And he wasn't far away for going into the back of the net. Everything seems to be coming through Adama Traore at the moment. A couple of loose passes by both teams. But at the moment, we're looking more likely to score another goal. So there we go, half-time. Good half from us. Positive half from us as well. Not as strong as what it could be. I think Vinagre's got a potential thigh injury, so I might sacrifice him. I'm pleased with that. Obviously, after the poor start to the season, we really needed to sort of wake up a little bit. I'm going to bring Jack Grealish on the left. I mean, it's not his most comfortable position, but obviously he's the man. We know what Grealish is like. When he comes off the bench, he tends to produce something. He tends to provide a little bit of creativity. So it'll be interesting to see what he could do. Castillejo into Drinkwater. Drinkwater now into Leitner. Into Castillejo again. Into Leitner for Kurzawa on the left for Leeds. Into Castillejo again on his right foot. And he'll lay in Ivan, who scores. And the linesman puts his flag up. And it looks like he's going to be offside. And he is. Happy with that. VAR disallows it. It was a little bit late. He put the ball into the back of the net. It's very tight, but it is the right decision. Great vision from Castillejo to find Andre Ivan, who puts it into the back of the net. But it is disallowed. And Babu with the throw into Martinho. He's had very limited game time, but, you know, he was a big part of our success last season, to be honest. Martinho really does need to get more games. Unfortunately, I couldn't fit him in the Champions League squad, so I really want to play more in the leagues to sort of make up for that. Here's Gagliardini, who'll hit it forward towards Mayoral. Castillejo back to Leitner. Leeds knocking it about quite well, really stretching us out a little bit here, to be honest, and making us struggle. Here's Danny Drinkwater, and see there, I think it was Declan Rice. Declan Rice just he committed then and sort of pulled forward and allowed that little gap there for Borja Mayoral to score. Just what I think it was Declan Rice here. One of these two just it's Rice. Look, he just pulls forward. He presses forward. I don't know why. You know, they're both defend. It's not like it's a specific team instruction I've got on. But that's a little bit annoying. We'll bring Neves on now for Andre Gomez, who was a little bit unsharp. But just over half an hour to go, and it's 1-1. Time is ticking, and it looks like it's going to be a draw here. There's about 40 seconds to go. Can we create one last chance? Jack Grealish, not the best of passes. And as it stands, we're still sat in the relegation zone here today. And we won't be leaving it by the end of this episode. Declan Rice back to Patricio. Loops it forward, and it's cut out by Kurzawa. Martinho wins it back. Can we have one last chance? And Babu to Martinho. We're just knocking it around with no urgency now. We're not interested up by the looks of it. 10 seconds to go. Adama. Can he stretch his legs? Will it allow us to have this one last chance? Loads of room at the back post. Cody heads away. And as far as Luka Jovic. Jota's there. It's opened up for Jota! Come on! We needed that. Diogo Jota. Third goal of the season. And it's right on the 92nd minute. Adama did so well. Cody headed it away. Luka Jovic did well. Jota could have gone down there, but he carried on and smashes it home with his left foot. Huge, huge goal for us there. In the 92nd minute, we take the lead here against Leeds. And it may well be one of the last kicks of the game. Kurzawa now to Castillejo. Back to Phillips again. Phillips and Neves cuts it out. Martinho to Neves. Here's Martinho, and he'll find Adama again. Adama, ball back across over the top. Jovic doesn't quite get there. Cooper forced to clear it. And I'd assume now the final whistle will go. It's going to be a Babu to take. And Babu now. And there we go. Full time. It's finished here. Wolves 2, Leeds United 1 with that late goal from Diogo Jota. So then in this game today, we're starting with the 4-4-2 yet again. Jota will start up front with Luka Jovic this time about. Vinagre will start on the left again with Andre Gomez, Ruben Neves and Adama Traore on the right. Guilherme Arana comes in at left back for Reguilon, who's just picked up an injury. And Declan Rice and Bolly at the back with Mbabu as well, with Patricio in goal. Real Madrid starting a 4-1-4-1. Rodrigo up top, Gareth Bale and Florian Thauvin on the wings. Toni Kroos and Isco sitting in the middle with Tolisso just in behind, with Guerrero, Ramos, De Ligt and Carvajal as the back four, and Courtois in goal. It's a strong Real Madrid team, but you know, we could play up. You know, we've won our first 2 Champions League games. Another win would be unbelievable, and hopefully we can do that today. We're at home again, home advantage hopefully to take into this game against the Spanish Giants. Let's see how we can get on. So Andre Gomez on the ball into Jovic, into Adama, running down the right-hand side. Adama Traore and whips it in, a cross goal. Falls as far as Jota. Room for Andre Gomez, who can strike them, and Neves will find Mbabu. And Mbabu is curling cross, and it's caused all sorts of confusion. And Jota will score again. Now, they're going to check for VAR, but come on, please say it's a goal. It is a goal. And look at that run. Jota played that initial pass. And look at the curl on this cross. The keeper didn't want to commit. But Jota was the first man there to tap it home. And we're 1-0 up here against Real Madrid. Corner for Real Madrid. And it's a deep one. And Andre Gomez can head it away. And we could maybe break here. Jota on the ball. He's going to use his pace. And it's a big counter-attack. And Luka Jovic has got all the time in the world. And he buries it. On the counter. It's 2-0 within 6 minutes. And Luka Jovic is the man that buries it. It's a lovely strike. And what a counter-attack there with Diogo Jota running forward. I don't know why it says his name up there at the top. And Jovic got the ball. And he buries it low and hard in the bottom corner. And that is a fantastic victory. Or a fantastic goal to give us a 2-0 lead. Gareth Bale with a throw-in into Toni Kroos. Kroos now to Rodrigo. And Rodrigo will try and curl it in. And it's an easy save for Rui Patricio. Maybe there is a counter-attack off this though. He'll thump it forward towards Jota again, who's caught, of course, De Ligt, another nightmare. Jota straight at Courtois and scores the rebound. It's 3-0 here against Real Madrid. And finally, are we starting to find our feet this season? It's a long ball forward by Patricio. I don't know why the goal notifications are so behind, but what a ball. And De Ligt had a nightmare again. Jota probably should have struck home first time, but he hits it straight at Courtois, who parries it straight out to the Portuguese whiz kid, who taps it home for his second goal of the game. Here's Arana into Vinagre. Vinagre into Andre Gomez. Back to Neves again. Neves loops it forward to Jota, who's on a booking. All the way back to Neves. Into Arana. Arana into Declan Rice. Rice into Arana. Just playing a little bit slow. And it's a hoof ball forward again. And it's Luka Jovic again. And he's tried to lob the goalkeeper. And it's just over the top of the bar. I thought it was 4-0 within the first 23 minutes of this game. Here's Babu into Neves again. Into Andre Gomez. And back to Declan Rice. Just before half-time here. And still got that 3-goal lead. And it's a long ball forward again. Diogo Jota is through. And tries to loop it over Courtois again. These teams with the high line are getting caught out. We've got 4 bookings though. Obviously Real Madrid holding on to the ball a little bit and we may be going in hard on these challenges, but we're going at half-time with a 3-goal lead. As it stands, we'll be top of our group by a long stretch. And it's a Jota brace and a goal from Luka Jovic again. Things are working perfectly at the moment. We'll say we're very happy with that. And we'll definitely take that going in towards this big second half. Well, what were we? Group A, were we? Yeah, 9 points. Real Madrid have just got the 3 at the moment. Maybe 1 or 2 more wins in the second round of fixtures. And we're definitely going to see ourselves through. And it's a ball forward there again. And Jota is going to be causing problems. He'll definitely be after his hat-trick this second half. Can he get one now, though? Right after the half-time whistle. Here's Jovic. He's got time and space. And he scores. 30 seconds into the second half. And Luka Jovic is now on a hat-trick as well. It's Wolves 4, Real Madrid 0. What on earth is going on here? After such a poor run of form, it's just clicking for us in European competition, isn't it? And Luka Jovic is the man who takes that beautifully. Could these two, Jovic and Diogo Jota, become a gruesome twosome up top and become our leading two this season. It was Jimenez and Origi last season. But it looks like Jovic and Jota could be the men. And he's through again, Luka Jovic on a hat-trick. And he puts it wide. What a chance and what a goal that could have been for Luka Jovic. Throw in here for Carvajal. Back to Tolisso. And Carvajal. Isco into Florian Thauvin. Thauvin now on the ball will play it back to Cruz. And Cruz will play it into Guerrero. Guerrero onto Isco in the middle. And he'll lay off Cruz again into Rodrigo. Rodrigo now with a chance. Back to Cruz. Real Madrid tapping it around. And here's Dani Carvajal on the ball. And it's blocked. Arana will knock it back for Neves. And Guilherme Arana now on the ball. Will switch it beautifully towards Adama. And could we break again? Look at the spacing behind here. Adama Traore, he's running. He's got a load and he uses his left foot. Adama Traore could have gone even further there. But decided to go alone from range. And this second half, we're barely into it. And there is plenty of opportunities. And it looks like Real Madrid may finally get a good chance. It's Florian Thauvin again. Back to Isco. And he'll lay it off to Carvajal on the right. Carvajal all the way back to Isco. Just trying to build up this move for Real Madrid. It's a decent ball in. Bolly heads away only as far as Florian Thauvin. He'll strike here. And it's hit off the post and into the hands of Rui Patricio. Patricio will lump this one forward though. And it's Jota again who's through. Jota! Straight at Courtois. Route 1 stuff working a treat for us at the moment here against Real Madrid. 14 shots to their 9. Really teaching them a lesson. Here's De Ligt on the ball. He'll play it short to Bale. Bale into Toni Kroos. Kroos into Vinicius Jr. who's going to run with it. And he forces Patricio into a good stop there, Real Madrid. And it was a young Vinicius Jr. on the left-hand side. It's Toni Kroos with a corner in. Whipped in and Patricio comes and collects it again. Things are looking good. Things are looking solid for us at the moment. And plenty of highlights even in this second half as we are still 4 goals up. Patricio will hit it forward. A poor clearance there. And Isco will strike from range and it wasn't far away. But we'll take that again. Oh, it's Arana who misses that clearance. He should pick it up though. Guilherme Arana will lay it off to Ruben Vinagre on the left. Back to Declan Rice. Really nice football there. And Neves will play across and over the top to Jota again. Who's given De Ligt nightmares today. Diogo Jota. He's brought down right on the edge of the area. And that will be a free kick. He's going to check the VAR as we always do. It tends to happen every episode now. Where the referee checks the VAR for something that is obviously a free kick. So the referee is checking the VAR now, and it's a free kick, and that is what he's given. So just over 20 minutes to go. We've got a free kick right on the edge of the area. Still 4-0 up here against Real Madrid. It's going to be Neves from a tight angle. He does go for goal, and it's got in. Ruben Neves. Who'd have thought it? And it's a beautiful strike. With just over 20 minutes to go, and you very rarely see those go in. But Ruben Neves finds the gap in between the wall and the bottom corner, and it's a beautiful goal. And Neves finds the back of the net. And we are 5-0 up against Real Madrid. What is going on? We have ripped that back 4 apart today. The long balls over the top. They can't cope. And after we got our first couple of goals, they continue to push. And we found the gaps. And look how high they are again, though. If we can time our runs perfectly. Here's Vinagre. Ruben Vinagre. Again, there are gaps in that defence, and it's a deep ball in, and cleared only as far as Malcolm. Oh, it's 6! What is going on? What is going on here? It's 6-0 against Real Madrid, and that is delightful. It's Malcolm with number 6 with 20 minutes to go, and are we going to stop anytime soon? And hopefully we could take this form into the league. Malcolm hits it beautifully on his left foot. Courtois just stopped and stared at it fly past him. We've got another couple of changes. I want to keep Jovic and Jota on to see if we can get them a hat-trick. Jack Grealish will come on now. And let's also bring Willy Bolly off, keep him fresh, and bring Caleta Car on as well. It's a chance for Real Madrid to get one back. Caleta Car misses it, and there they go. They do get one back, and it is Matthias de Ligt who makes it 6-1. And grabs Real Madrid what could be a consolation goal. It was a missed header by Caleta Car, and then he couldn't quite get his foot in for the tackle as well. And De Ligt smashes it home from close range. Still, another opportunity. And still, it's Real Madrid now coming forward. And Babu picks the ball up here, and he'll whip it high. And over to Jota again. And Jota, tight angle. And cleared away by De Ligt. Malcolm, can he pump it back in? Using his pace here. Good ball into Ruben Vinagre, who couldn't quite get there. And now Real Madrid can break, I'm sure. Gareth Bale smashes it forward. And, we slowed down. Toliso's in there. Declan Rice switched off and Toliso scores. That's poor. A lot of the mistakes from the defence tend to be coming from Declan Rice, who's obviously unsettled at the club at the moment. But that's poor defending. And Real Madrid get themselves a second. 8 goals in this game. And Toliso smashes it home to make it 6-2. We've got 5 minutes to go. And Madrid again coming forward. It's Luka Modric. And off the top of the bar. And Arana clears away. Madrid just knocking on the door. Letting us know they're still there. But it will be a masterclass if they do manage to come back from this game. Which I don't think they will be able to now. We've got a last chance maybe here. Malcolm will whip this one back in towards Jota. Malcolm again on the ball. He'll whip it back in. Out as far as Grealish, who hits it so sweetly. Jack Grealish. And that would have been a beauty of a goal. We're coming into stoppage time now, though. 3 added minutes. And we're coming to the end of that stoppage time now. It'd be nice if we could grab another goal here. Neves' ball in. Bale heads it back across and Coletta Carr's header. Goes just wide, but that will be that, I'm sure. It's going to finish here. Wolves 6. Real Madrid 2 in this 8-goal thriller at Molineux. Jota with 2, Jovic with 2, Neves with a beautiful free kick, and Malcolm coming off the bench to score to make it 6-0. De Ligt and Tolisso got 2 consolation goals for the Galacticos in the end, but it obviously wasn't enough. And that is a very rare, passionate team talk from me to say very, very well done. There we go, 6-2 victory, and hopefully now we can start to take that form into the league slightly. We're sat in 16th, just 9 points from 10 games. You look at the amount of defeats we've got. We've got 5 defeats, which was more than we got last season altogether, which is extremely disappointing, of course. But I think the only thing that we can look at it really is that we're not conceding in the league, especially not conceding a huge amount of goals other than that Spurs game. Just got to clean that up a bit. But that was by far one of our best attacking displays of the season so far. So hopefully we can build onto that. Now, in between now and the next episode, I'm only going to be playing the one game, which is the Southampton game. We're going to be coming back for the Black Country Derby up against West Bromwich Albion. They've started off quite poorly this season as well. So I'm hoping that we can get a win in that. And you know what? We'll even come back for that return fixture against Real Madrid over at the Bernabeu to see how we can get on there. Guys, if you enjoyed it today, make sure you smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. As always, thanks a lot for the support. I'm sure I'll see you all very, very soon.